Violating the Hemp
マッカート
Control
ニーは
Act.
今月21日から東
McCartney
京、
arrived in
大阪な
Japan
ど
at
で予定さ
around
れてい
3
た
p.m.
公演のた
accompanied
め、
by
今
his
日
wife
午
and
後
children
3時前、
for a
夫
scheduled
人と子供を
concert
連
in
れて来
Tokyo and
日したも
Osaka
のですが、
starting for the
挙動
21st
が
of
不
this
審なと
month.
ころから
On his
東京
arrival,
税
he
関
was
の係
questioned
員
by a
に取り調
Tokyo
べを受けま
customs
した。
official.
末端価格に
As
し
a
ておよそ
result of the
65万
investigation,
円相当の
220 grams
大
of
麻
hemp
220
worth
グラムが見つかり、
650,000 yen
マッカート
street
ニーは
value
大
was
麻
found
取
in his
締法違反
belongings.
の現行犯
McCartney
で
was
逮捕され
arrested
たも
on
ので
the
す。
spot. He had
マ
been
ッカート
arrested
ニーは
for the
5年
same
前に
crime
も
5
麻
years
薬で
ago,
有
which
罪とな
resulted
り、
in a
来
cancellation
日
of a
が取り
concert
やめにな
tour
った
to
ことがあり
Japan
ま
at
す。
that time.
McCartney arrived at Tokyo International Airport with his wife, Linda, and 4 children to perform with his group Wings at concerts for which tickets already had been sold out. But Japanese police got to the former Beatle before his fans. After questioning at Tokyo's Narcotics Control Office for allegedly smuggling a half-pound of marijuana into the country, he was taken to police headquarters. McCartney was formally charged with possession of marijuana under Japan's very strict narcotics law and detained by police to await a hearing before a magistrate. Police promised special treatment for the singer. He'll be served bread and coffee instead of the usual weak tea and rice. Customs officials claim McCartney smuggled the marijuana into Japan, hidden not too well, in clothing in his suitcase. McCartney could get up to 7 years if the Japanese decide to press the case. His concert tour was canceled. Jack Russell, NBC News, Tokyo.
After Japanese customs men say they found half a pound of marijuana in his luggage. Officials from the Japanese Narcotics Bureau spent the day questioning him. This evening they say they're applying to have the period during which they can detain him extended while it's decided whether he'll be deported or sent for trial. If the latter, and if convicted, he could be given a 7-year prison sentence. Bob Friend reports.
Paul McCartney appeared delighted to be back in Japan at last. He arrived with his wife Linda and their children. 14 years ago, he came here with the Beatles, but was refused entry on a later occasion because of his apparent liking for marijuana. Customs officials say that McCartney behaved oddly, and they searched his luggage. Inside, amongst his clothes, they allege they found nearly ½ a pound of marijuana. After several hours of questioning, the singer was taken away in handcuffs. Japan is particularly strict on drug taking, coming down hard on Japanese caught with pot in their possession. At Narita Airport, customs officials showed the confiscated marijuana to newsmen. They allege the singer admitted bringing pot into Japan, but only to smoke privately. In Tokyo, more questioning, this time by narcotics investigators. Then into a car and off to the local police station, where the singer spent the night in a cell large enough for 4 people. In the morning, well rested, he said, but worried about the children, McCartney went off for another session with the drug investigators. He managed a few cheerful greetings and even a wink or two for the fans who'd been following him around all day. For his fans, and in Japan there are many, the cancellation of Paul McCartney's concert tour was a bitter disappointment. A 100,000 of them who bought tickets will get their money back. But that's scant consolation when you've waited so long. And some couldn't keep back the tears. At one time, when riot police were called to control fans besieging the office where McCartney was being questioned, it was almost like Beatlemania. And the singer just couldn't leave. Narcotics investigators say Paul McCartney has broken the Japanese law. But the former Beatle has yet to give the public and his disappointed fans his own version of the affair. This is Bob Friend in Tokyo.
And in Japan, as I was saying a moment ago, rock star Paul McCartney now is facing a second night in jail on marijuana smuggling charges. Details from Jack Russell.
McCartney, accompanied by his wife Linda and 4 children, got a superstar welcome at Tokyo's International Airport on his arrival for a concert tour. But the former Beatle received even more attention from Japanese police after customs officers accused him of allegedly smuggling almost a ½ pound of marijuana into the country. Police detained McCartney for questioning. Japanese narcotics officers want to know where McCartney allegedly obtained the marijuana and what he intended to do with it in Japan, where narcotics laws are severe. They then plan to turn him over to prosecutors. McCartney was jailed, and the cuisine was not promising. Japanese soybean paste soup and a slice of bread. Customs officers show how McCartney tried to allegedly smuggle marijuana into Japan. It was not hidden very well. If formally charged, he could get 7 years. But there is speculation that Japanese authorities will be content to deport him. His concert tour was canceled, costing promoters nearly $500,000. Jack Russell, NBC News, Tokyo.
What's it like to be out, Paul? What's it like to be out?
Great, terrific.
The Tokyo District Court today admitted the Tokyo District Public Prosecutor's Office request to detain former member of the Beatles, Paul McCartney, arrested for trying to enter Japan with marijuana. As a result, Paul will be detained for another 10 days and will be questioned.
さらに10日間身柄を拘束されて調べを受けることになります。でポールの身柄は今日午前これまで調べに当たってきました厚生省の麻薬取締官事務所が身柄送検の手続きを取りましたので東京地方検察庁に移されました。このため東京地方検察庁の正面にはポールを一目見ようと今日も100人を超える女性ファンが詰めかけましたが検察庁がポールの身柄をさらに拘束して取り調べを続ける必要があると判断して裁判所に拘置の請求を行いましたのでポールは午後からは裁判官から直に尋問を受けました。
As a result of the questioning, the judges decided to detain Paul McCartney for another 10 days. Later, he left the building from the back entrance to avoid his fans and was taken back to jail at the Metropolitan Police Department. He kept stooping down within the car, back to the prosecutor's office, in sharp contrast to his usually happy features.